Students, we are doing revision of chapter 2 polynomials. Again we are taking a question. We have to find the value of p from the polynomial x square plus 3x plus 5 if one of the zeros of the polynomial is minus 2. So for this what we do, we suppose that let px, which is your given polynomial, that is x square plus 3x plus p, okay, and one of the zeros of this px, that is polynomial, is minus 2. So put x equal to minus 2 in px and equating px equal to 0, we get minus 2 whole square plus 3 multiplied by minus 2 plus of p is equal to 0. So minus 2 square will give you plus 4 and plus 3 minus multiplied by minus 2 we get minus 6. Here we have plus p is equal to 0, or minus 2, 4 minus 6 is your minus 2, minus 2 plus p is equal to 0, therefore p will be equals to plus of 2. So in this way we can find out the value of p. Come to another question. Here we have been given alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial px, which is your x square minus 6x plus y. Find the value of y if 3 alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 20. So here we have been given px is equal to, that is polynomial in x is equal to x square minus of 6x plus y, and alpha and beta are the zeros. Now to find y, if this condition is given also, 3 alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 20, let it be equation number 1. Now first of all we will find out the sum of the roots, which is your alpha plus beta, and alpha plus beta sum of the root is always equal to minus b by a, which is minus b is the coefficient of x and a is your coefficient of x square in the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. So we can find out here the value of b is your minus of 6, so minus of minus 6, and the value of a, which is the coefficient of x square, it is your 1. So we get minus into minus, we get plus of 6 divided by 1. So it implies that alpha plus beta is equal to 6, and let it be equation number 2. And now we will find out product of zeros. You can say roots also, you can say zeros also, no problem in it, okay. That is alpha multiplied by beta, and we know that it is always equal to the ratio of constant term upon the coefficient of x square of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. So in this case the constant is your y in the given polynomial, quadratic polynomial, the constant term is your y, and a, that is the coefficient of x square, is 1. So again it implies that alpha into beta will be is equal to y. Let it be equation number 3. Now multiplying equation 2 by 2 and subtracting it from equation 1 we get, so equation 1 is your 3 alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 20. This is your equation 1. And equation 2 is alpha plus beta is equal to 6. So when we multiply both sides of equation 2 by 2, we get 2 alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 12. Okay, so now I am giving it equation number 4, and on subtracting it, I will get 3 alpha minus 2 alpha, we get alpha, and plus 2 beta minus 2 beta, they will be cancelled out. Okay, and here we will get 20 minus 12, which is your 8. So we find that the value of alpha is plus of 8. From equation 2, we put this value of alpha in equation 2. So equation 2 is alpha plus beta is equal to 6. So we put a value of alpha as 8. So 8 plus beta is equal to 6. So it implies that beta will be equal to 6 minus 8, that is minus 2. Now again using equation 3. Equation 3 says alpha multiply beta is equal to y, and we already find out that alpha is equal to 8. So put alpha as 8, and we also find out beta is minus 2. So put beta is equal to minus 2 is equal to y. When we multiply 8 and minus 2, we get minus of 16. So this is equal to y. So in this way we can find the value of y as minus 16. Okay, thank you.